We come at you from the shores of Lake Erie. EA Sports has the coverage of the NFL from First Energy Stadium here in Cleveland, Ohio. This was the scene a few minutes ago. The full roar as their Browns emerge from their tunnel. They're ready to go as they get set to match up with the Indianapolis Colts.
Rigoberto Sanchez to kick off for Indianapolis.
Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. Mayfield now looking to throw on first down. Looking for Landry, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Corey Willis. And this one will be brought back to the 22. Well, it's no secret he's had trouble this year with interceptions, and this is a bad start for him. First drive, throwing another pick.
No matter who's broadcasting his game, that's how the conversation begins. Throwing too many interceptions. Can he take care of the football? If I were his backup, I'd be edging towards the coaches and saying, hey, how about giving me an opportunity?
Marlon Mack, his first carry of the game. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play. And that's going to make it 2nd and 14. Working out of the gun, Rivers. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. The Browns D locked in on 3rd down, brings up 4th.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
Blankenship's kick is good. And the Colts hit the scoreboard first. It's 3-0. In the end, the opening drive, Charles, does yield points. Maybe not the touchdown that they wanted, though.
Yeah, but bottom line, they wanted to get something out of that drive, and they did that. 3 points, they won't turn that down at all.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. Not the way they wanted to begin things. You had the interception on the first play of the game. The good news, it only led to 3 points.
And remember our conversation with him prior to the ball game? He said they had something special designed for the first play. It didn't hit. Let's see if he can rebound from it and not let it get him down.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. And he'll be taken down right around the 27. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with 3rd down now looming. We should mention, to go along with a great game he had last week, he was rightfully named AFC Offensive Player of the Week.
And he shares that with his offensive line, the tight end, his fullback. He's looking for more and more of that in this game.
On 3rd and 1, here's Mayfield. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Malik Hooker. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Colts TD.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
He's got it, and now it's a 10-0 lead here in the opening quarter.
10. Browns, nothing.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis.
A gain of a yard.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Mayfield hands it off to Chubb. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
That was a good run, probably right on the edge of breaking into something really big. So the defensive guys right now are talking about, okay, what can we do to slow him down before he truly gets started?
They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Nick Chubb, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Browns have cut it back within a score. And they're back within a field goal. It's 10-7 now.
10. Browns 7.
So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. The best way to do it, touchdowns.
Marlin.
Just a couple on the ground there, and that's going to bring up 3rd and about 6.
Larry Ogunjobi on the tackle in his 4th year now out of the University of Charlotte. A big part of this young Browns defense.
It looks like a nickel set now for the Browns on 3rd down. To throw, Rivers. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. That's the rookie from LSU, Grant Delpit. Bear in mind they had 2 interceptions last week, but that was in 4 quarters. They've got 2 here in the first quarter alone.
And the unsung people in this streak, the pass rushers. Because most of the time, they're the ones that affect things in the pocket for a quarterback trying to throw the football, rushing them, getting them off their spot, harassing them. And that allows the defensive backs, the linebackers, to swoop in and make the picks downfield.
And they're swooping. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, said he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to them.
1st and 10 at the 12-yard line.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. A give. This is Chubb. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the play, as we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
Watch the twist. Watch the twist.
Handoff comes to Chubb. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. They wind up losing a couple there, so they go behind the original line of scrimmage, and now 3rd and 11 coming up.
It's 3rd and 11.
On 3rd down, Mayfield. And Mayfield again with the interception, his 3rd. Picked by Kendall Fuller. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. 20. And he will score. Touchdown, Indianapolis.
That was a nice catch, and not by the guy you thought it was going to be. How about the defender turning into an offensive player as soon as the ball hits his hands, and off he goes, off to the races, and into the end zone.
It's good to make it 17-7.
Makes the score Colts 17, Browns 7.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 16-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And following the pick six, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is...
Now Mayfield lost the football. And I think the offense is going to keep possession. Yes, they are. But they're backed up now at their own 2-yard line. After one, 17-7 is our score.
Colts 17, Browns 7.
So they keep the football, but now face 2nd and long. A run for Nick Chubb. And he'll get this only up to about the 3-yard line. They get 2 yards back, but they're going to need a lot more than that here on 3rd down. The Browns on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and forever. Now Chubb. And they'll bring him down here right around the 17-yard line. 14 yards, but they're still well shy of a first as that leads to 4th down.
Man, these guys may not win this ball game, but you certainly can't fault the effort of this man here today. He's been a real thorn in their sides all afternoon. And that last carry puts him over the 100-yard mark.
A very nice punt that time, but they get 11 back on the return. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10.
36-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. It's been an awfully slow start for them. This is their 3rd possession. They don't have a first down yet.
That means they have to change up what they're doing, and for some teams, it's a change in tempo, usually moving it to more up-tempo type of an offense just to try and change their fortunes right now. What they've been doing so far isn't working. Maybe they'll do that.
On 2nd down, here's a run with Mack. A big seam, and he might go all the way. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Marlon Mack, his first touchdown on the year. And the Colts are able to grow their lead.
We know it's primarily a passing league now, but anytime a runner breaks one like that, you've got to have a secondary that can find a way to him and find a way to get him on the ground. Absent of that, he's going to find the end zone every time.
Rigoberto Sanchez to kick off for him.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency. Move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere.
The tackle made by
no gain on the play there. Second down.
No gain on the play.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. They run. Chubb. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Down at the 40.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. The Browns on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 8. And he's got his man. That's Landry. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 18 yards on his first catch of the game. It's a first down. Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
You got time. You got time right there. Check, 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 check. Back, back, back. Out, 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 out. Switch.
Chubb will get the call, running left. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
10 more yards.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. They go backwards there 2 yards, and 2nd and 1 is now 3rd and 3.
3rd down and 3.
Here's a quick throw out left. It's complete. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Rashard Higgins, his first touchdown on the year. And the Browns make some inroads here on that deficit. And he knocks it through.
Good. Makes the score Colts 23, Browns 14.
So the lead is now dwindled to 9 as the kick here is away. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. Now that should give him a spark. He's across the 40 to the 43.
At some point, we're going to get it through our heads. Special teams, special teams, special teams. The spark that often wins games.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Nyheim Hines, his first carry. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Nyheim Hines, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Colts, they add on to their advantage.
Well, that is certainly a deflator right there defensively. Their guys just came off of a touchdown drive. They're back in the game, and then bam, they give up a touchdown 1 play later. How about that?
And the momentum, which seemingly had shifted the other direction, thought we might be seeing a comeback. That momentum right back the other way.
Well, that is certainly not complimentary football that we saw right there. The defense is supposed to help their offense, not give up another touchdown.
The Browns drive about to get started. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
And he'll be tackled at about the 35. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. They go with Chubb on 2nd down. And he is not going to go anywhere. They're going to get to him behind the line, and that is going to get us to the 2-minute warning.
Brought down back at the 32.
Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Darius Leonard, the linebacker. We haven't even escaped the first half, and he's already thrown 4 picks.
And Brandon, back in the good old days, probably back before you were born, if your starter threw 4 in the first half, he might throw 8 or more through the game because they weren't going to pull him out. But nowadays, the patience level isn't quite there. He's going to have to make some real adjustments, or the backup may see some time.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. A play fake to Mack. Now Rivers. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. Trey Burton, the one he was looking for. 3rd down here.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the and this is going to be incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
Out is Rigoberto Sanchez on 4th down to punt this thing. Back deep, Jarvis Landry. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. Just a 25-yard punt. Not what he was hoping for by any stretch. And the Browns will take over with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. The Cleveland offense ready to go. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. And down he'll go at the 25. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down. Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. Now Chubb running right, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the 1st half. Mayfield from the gun on 3rd down. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Malik Hooker. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. A bad time for a roughing penalty. And they get the gift of a 1st and 10. To throw, Mayfield. He'll get this to Chubb out of the backfield. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Now the Browns signal for the 2nd of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime.
1-yard line.
Let's get this. Switch.
First down, Mayfield. His throw incomplete. Austin Hooper, Pro Bowler a year ago, the intended target, but it'll be second down.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
So after the incompletion on first, now second and 10. Chubb. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. And the line to gain here is the 37 on 3rd down. From the gun, Mayfield. Got an open man, it's Harmon. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. It's a gain of 20 and picking up the first.
First and 10 at the 25-yard line.
And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the second quarter. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. From the left hash, it's a 42-yard attempt. Seibert's kick is good. Well, not the best first half facing this deficit, but at least they did put 3 on the board before half.
Yeah, it's a little bit like that stormy, cloudy day, and the sun peeks through just for a second. They saw the sun there. They're hoping to see a little bit more of it in the second half.
And that one bounces out of the back of the end zone, so we'll start at the 25 on the touchback. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Second half ready to get underway. The Colts with a lead, and they will receive the football. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
Take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Rivers and the Colts going to come up first and 10 at their own 22. Here's a handoff to Hines to begin the drive. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. He lost 6 there on the first down play. A tale of 2 extremes. First carry, he went for a bundle. His second goes backward.
And how many times have we seen that happen? Because you get that big carry, and you come back and you're all fired up, and sometimes you force a run a little bit, right? Trying to break off that big carry again, and instead it works opposite.
They'll get 4 back there on the run, but now they're looking up at a 3rd and 12 situation.
And it's 3rd down.
Throwing Rivers. They'll run the screen with Mack. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. Give the Colts 13 yards and a first down.
A gain of 13 yards.
Let's give a little credit there. The offensive play caller sensed that the screen pass was available. Whenever you're getting a lot of heavy pressure towards your quarterback, that's when you're thinking about running the screen and using that pressure against the defense. And it worked very well there for a first down.
And he takes this way down deep into Cleveland territory. A huge play that time for the Colts. 55 yards. From the 13 now, they work on first and 10. Now a toss play. It's Hines. And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. Different story this time around. We had that huge gain followed by a sizable loss here. That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. From the gun, Rivers. A good throw here, finding Pascal. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
3rd down.
From the shotgun, it's Rivers. That ball is caught. It's Doyle. Touchdown, Colts.
Jack Doyle.
Jack Doyle, his first touchdown on the year. And the Colts add on to their lead. From the gun, Rivers. And he's going to be dropped back at the 15-yard line. So trying to throw it in for 2 points, but the D got home, brought him down.
Yeah, got home, which means there had to be good coverage. Just had nowhere to go with the ball. Typically, you try and throw quick hitters, quick slants, maybe even a quick fade. Nothing was open. He ends up getting sacked.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. 3rd quarter action. Appreciate you joining us from Cleveland, Ohio. 2nd and 10. On the ground, it's Chubb. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did, to get them into a manageable 3rd down, because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
They run it again with Chubb. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the 1st. It's a gain of just 3, and the offense likely going to yield to the punting unit here on 4th down.
A gain of 4.
This was just simply excellent defense. On this 3rd down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stopped them for almost no gain.
And he will not even make it back to the line of scrimmage. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out, and the Colts are going to get the football in outstanding field position. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Rivers to throw it. Looking deep for Hilton. And he's got his man. It's Hilton for the Colts touchdown.
To number 13,
T.Y. Hilton.
Touchdown.
His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Colts are able to grow their lead. And that will bump the lead up to 26.
Makes the score Colts 43, Browns 17. Rigoberto
Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Yard line. The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. Forced out to his left. Now he'll pull it down. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
It's a gain of 9.
Just a yard to go here on 2nd down. Coming right, this is Chubb on the toss. And he'll get it down here to the 43. A gain of just a yard, but it's a 1st down.
Ordinarily in short yardage, most people don't run a toss because it takes a little bit longer to develop. But some teams see it as a very physical type run because the amount of people that get out in front of the runner, offensive linemen, tight ends, sometimes an extra back, they like to run that play there and try and run over people.
And my goodness, another interception. Xavier Rhodes with a pick, and he returns it here to his own 18-yard line. Bill Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
And he roams across the 20 to the 24-yard line. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
7 brings up 2nd and 3.
Rivers hands this one to Mack. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
28-yard line.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Now this will go for 5 up to the 33.
Ronnie Harrison on the tackle. It's a gain of 5.
3 quarters have come and gone. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. And we're back now here in Cleveland. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Looking for Campbell downfield. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. He was looking that time to get it to Paris Campbell, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
When you look at the scoreboard, you'd think they'd be pretty comfortable right now with this lead, but these guys are absolutely not going to let up. They want to increase their lead, and they want to do it with a big play. Unable to connect in that attempt.
This is caught inside the 15. And he takes this way down deep into Cleveland territory.
1st and goal, Indiana.
Boy, another big play late here for an offense, Charles, that certainly has had its fair share of big plays.
Coverage has been a problem all game long, and I would say that going along with that has been confidence. Because even if they had the right coverage, they've still dented them, and now it's been a real issue for them during this game.
It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there, and now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
And here he'll get it down to the 7. It'll be a gain of 4, but it'll bring us now to a 3rd and goal. They run with High. 5-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to bring up a 4th and goal.
Well, Brandon, we always know that once you score 1 touchdown,
you want 2.
You're without a doubt. And so far today, he's got 1, but was denied as he tried to get the 2nd.
Yards to hit the end zone here on 4th. It's intercepted. Picked up by Anderson-Aho. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Now they get a 4th quarter pick. A little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. That was a bad play on one hand, a good play on the other, but it's all about the fantasy points here.
Yeah, because this ball game is over. The Browns drive about to get started. And you hate to see this for them, but they're looking at yet another loss to begin this season. Things really going from bad to worse as they trail here starting this drive 1st and 10 in the 4th quarter. And they'll hit him for a loss as he's back to his 2-yard line. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
2-yard line.
That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's 2nd and 11.
Like 22, he's coming. 22's coming.
Looking middle, and it's incomplete. Austin Hooper, the intended receiver. And now it's 3rd down. Another pass attempt, another incompletion, and they're just a little over 100 yards passing here in this game, so defensively, pretty good job.
Definitely, because they were never really able to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers. So a lot of credit to the defensive game plan, and especially the execution.
Big yardage there for the Browns, 18. So the previous play, a big help, as now they'll have it 1st and 10 up at the 20. Going to the air again with Mayfield. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete. What we just saw there, that's really been a common theme all afternoon.
A lot of pressure. That forced the errant pass. He's been under duress this entire afternoon. He just had to unload that when he's fortunate. It was just incomplete and not intercepted.
And he'll push forward for about 4 up to the 23.
The ball carrier.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
And 6.
Mayfield off the play fake. Oh, he'll let one go deep for Higgins. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. 4th down, Mayfield. And this is incomplete. So they've gone for it twice now on 4th down in this game, and both times unsuccessful.
I wish we could hear the headsets now between the head coach and the offensive coordinator. Now that they're 0 for 2, if they get into a 3rd situation, head coach might say, hey, you got anything for this one? Might get radio silence back.
Tackle that time by Ronnie Harrison.
The ball carrier.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want.
Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
At the 8-yard
So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. They've got it 1st and goal in a game that appears to have already been decided. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
A loss of 2.
Yeah, that's a nice tackle there by the safety, but in truth, he's really playing linebacker because he's lined up so close to the line of scrimmage. He's able to read and react with force and make the play behind the line.
Moved back to the 10. They'll try on 2nd and goal here. Rivers here to throw. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. There are several elements to a well-executed screen pass. This one resulted in a touchdown. It had all of those elements.
Yeah, you're so right, because you really need the rush to almost get to the quarterback, almost get to the passer. Then you've got to get the ball thrown perfectly, whether it's to the running back, the wide receiver, whoever the screen guy is. And, of course, the blocking has to form in front to get him downfield for the touchdown.
Now Donovan Peoples-Jones. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
Jones on the return. The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide, but that just has not been the case. Danico Autry is in on the stop. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL, and he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time to make sure you get in shape.
A game there of 30 big ones.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. They'll hand it off now. Johnson. Clinton Diggs there for the stop.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. On the carry, it's Chubb. And he's going to get this inside the 30. That'll move the sticks for the Browns, a gain of 12. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds left to go. On this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Mayfield hands it off to Chubb. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will.
And a nice carry and a first down for Cleveland. A nice pickup there by Nick Chubb, who's a bright spot for this Cleveland offense. He finished 2nd in the league in rushing in 2019 with nearly 1,500 yards on the ground and got into the end zone 8 times. And how about this for durability? Has not missed a game in his NFL career. What a bounce back from a big-time knee injury while at the University of Georgia.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Incomplete, and we're down to 8 seconds now. The coverage good that time by Kendall Fuller. So it's 3rd and 6, and this will be the 8th play of the drive. On 3rd down, it's Nick Chubb. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. He's had some big runs in this game. Not there, though.
But I don't think they're going to be deterred by that play right there. He's had some nice runs in the game. And how many times have we seen a good running back get stopped, yet turn it into something big on a later carry? I'd stay with him.
A big offensive explosion help leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the Colts, they move back over 500 at 3-2 now on the year. And they'll return home next week to take on the Cincinnati Bengals. Meanwhile,